This is what you saved your lunch money for. Your field to the green. Fire him off to the back straightaway. It will be the MPV Express for 57 jumping out to the early advantage. Round the top side of turn number 1. It's going to be 𝑉𝑰 leading Swanson running that second spot. Ooh, Swanson like a 900 horsepower pogo stick through turns 1 and 2. Gathers it back up. We stay under green flag. Back straightaway. 𝑉𝑰 in command. Battle for the second spot. Briggs Danner with a slide up across turn number 4. Takes it away from Jake Swanson. Swanson back to third. Brady Bacon going to run to the 4th spot. Battle for 5th. Now going to turn into a battle for 4th. As you have Kyle Cummins in that mix, you got the 21 AZ of Dason Persley there as well. Both drivers going to set sights on the Macho Man here as they work into turns 1 and 2. The 3 down to the bottom. Bacon on the outside with momentum, going to keep him at bay. Dason Persley going to try the bottom of the restart. Looks for the 4th spot on the Avanti windows and doors number 3. Now he's going to try to get a 2-for-1 deal off at turn number 4. Can't get there. At the line, though, he is going to have the 4th position. Cummins back to 5th. Persley hustling the inside here as they work onto the back straightaway. Able to take the spot away. Now Cummins going to come back after him. They'll swap lines into turns 3 and 4. Now throw the 4. Justin Grant in that mix. Grant making it a 3-car battle for the 4th spot. Here comes a challenge for the lead. Briggs Danner to the inside with a slide on the 57. Has to wait on the car, and it's going to be 𝑉𝑰 back to the top spot. Logan 𝑉𝑰 back to the lead. Briggs Danner coming back after him. Hop around to the back straightaway. Top to bottom, bottom to top. They slip and slide each other on this one. On the outside, trying to get a run. Danner once again into turns 1 and 2. 𝑉𝑰 able to throw the block up across the racetrack. The MPV Express number 57 holds on to it as they work into turns 3 and 4. Danner going to try to reload, recharge, or refire here as they work around to the front straightaway. Can't get it done. Logan 𝑉𝑰 in command. Briggs Danner still stalking Persley. Now here comes Justin Grant to the inside the 4. Cross the nose of the 21 as he bounced her off of the wall. Persley trying to knock the wall down over turns 3 and 4. That cost him 2 spots. The 19 of Mitchell Moles able to make his way by as well. Trying to work down to the inside and find some grip to get a run on the 4. Justin Grant. Meanwhile, at the front of this one, Briggs Danner going to go ahead and mount the charge to the inside. Going to try for the race lead once again. Off of the wall at the line. It's going to be Danner officially showing the way. 𝑉𝑰 down to the bottom, hard to the throttle onto the back straightaway. Danner going to be into the punch this time into turns 3 and 4. 𝑉𝑰 got to throw the slide through turns 3 and 4 for the race lead. Danner trying to work back to his inside. Denied. 𝑉𝑰 back to the top spot. Logan 𝑉𝑰 back into the race lead. Danner not giving up. Onto his back bumper as they work into turns 3 and 4. Where does he ride? He goes to the high side. 𝑉𝑰 going to enter the middle. Cheats it up to the cushion off at turn number 4. Danner hard on the throttle as they come up on slower traffic for the first time in this one. 15 going to go a lap down to the back straightaway. 𝑉𝑰 streaking by the 39, trying to keep him honest here as they work around to the front straightaway. Oh, Danner off of the wall. He's got the 19 coming up on him here as again trying to get back up through the field. Here comes Moles. Look out, we got problems in the front straightaway. 18 able to clear down into the infield off of the racetrack. We continue green in this one. Moles continuing to go after Justin Grant. Danner recharging and trying to refire here at the front. Comes up on the 57 once again. Peaks to the inside. Slower car. Going to block the charge. This time into turns 3 and 4. Leaders having to go all the way up to the high side of the speedway as they'll work on the 24 to put him a lap down as they work into turns 1 and 2. Danner right there. In fact, had to roll out of the throttle as he had a massive run right through the middle of turns 1 and 2. Peak to the inside of the 57 of 𝑉𝑰. Was able to get there, though, as they come around this time. They will click off lap number 34. 6 laps remain. And Briggs Danner down to the inside through turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, the drag race. 𝑉𝑰 going to answer the call and retakes it. 𝑉𝑰 back into the race lead now. Going to cheat it down to the bottom. Blocks the charge of the 39. Tries to kill that momentum. And Danner still right there. High speed chest at the front of this one. And 𝑉𝑰 trying to throw the checkmate on him as they work onto the back straightaway with less than 4 to go. It'll be 3 to go this time, but Briggs Danner wants it. He's going to have to come and get it. Starts to get it wound back up once again as they work into turns 1 and 2. 𝑉𝑰 right to the middle. Danner up on the cushion. 𝑉𝑰 finding a good run to the back straightaway through the middle. Went down to the bottom and found some grip. Danner back up at the wall through turns 3 and 4. We've got 2 to go. White flag coming next time. Briggs Danner. Does he have it? To try to get a run on the 57. White flag in the air. 𝑉𝑰 leads him one more time. Onto the back straightaway. If Danner wants it, he's going to have to try it and try it now through turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is going to fly in this one. Drag race down to the finish at the line. It's going to be Logan 𝑉𝑰 by .043. Can you believe it? He holds on to it. Up close and personal in victory lane. Let him hear it. Logan 𝑉𝑰, your winner. The fire, the confetti, and all the glory. As it has been a kangaroo week for the driver of the number 57. All the hugs, all the kisses, and he's going to catch up with Christy down to victory lane.
I'm just glad Soup made it to victory lane. Logan Seavey going to pick up yet another win on this Eastern Storm swing to bring it home and send us back west, as tonight is the finale of Eastern Storm. And Logan, it has been such a roller coaster of a week. Every time things went down, they came right back up. What kept you going?
Just knowing that this car's good enough to win, and knowing that everyone's doing their job, and things just sometimes don't go your way, and you just got to kind of keep your head up and keep coming back at it. And man, qualified well all week, and got ourselves in position a lot, and we was able to start front a lot, which certainly helps. So these guys did a great job. I actually kind of held them back a little bit, held the reins back a little bit, and it bit me a little bit. Briggs was a bit faster, I feel like, most of the race, and there was a few laps there in the center where I felt really good, but for the most part, I could hear him right there, for most of the race, and I was just doing everything I could to hold him behind me, and he threw a lot of sliders at me, but luckily that cushion off the floor was treacherous.
Briggs Danner, and you had an absolute barn burner every single corner of that race for what felt like on your heels nearly the entire time. And as things came down to the winding laps, we never really did get into some heavy lap traffic. Were you hoping to be able to use that to kind of separate yourself from it?
Yeah, a little bit. You never really know how it's going to play out. You could get there and hit a wall, or you could get there and cut through a bunch really quick and put some gap between you. So when I felt like the guy behind me was a little bit better, I much rather would have got to some traffic and tried to, get them racing. And I, seen Justin was in third, so I knew they'd all be racing really hard behind me. But yeah, that was everything I had to keep Briggs back there. I was using all the tools inside the cockpit to make myself better, and just kept trying to tell myself to keep driving harder. I feel like, the harder I run, the more grip I make. And there at the end, I started to struggle there, and I could hear him, and I heard him up on the fence into three. And as good as I was crossing him over, I knew I was in trouble if I didn't really get up and hit the wall really good to get a run down the front stretch. So yeah, it's just a tricky race. I feel like I said, I held my guys back from giving me a better car, and last year certainly deterred me a little bit with how fast this place was and how good it was. So just can't say enough about my guys, my team, all of our partners that make this thing go fast, and just really, really cool to be driving this thing.
Logan Seavey bags 2 wins during Eastern Storm to round out this finale here at the Action Track USA. He's your AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Car point leader. And your Eastern Storm titleist, Mitchell Moles, was third on your podium tonight. He put together a nearly perfect week and took home some extra money. Eastern Storm, always a time of year that can be particularly tricky for teams. When you came into this week, did you have any idea what it was going to hold for you?
Yeah, we've been kind of struggling getting into this week, actually, and we just rallied together, made sure our stuff was right before we came out here, and it worked out. I think we've run top 5 every night, other than breaking a mag box while running 5th at Grandview. So these guys have done a hell of a job, and I can't thank Andy and Tammy and Todd and James, our whole crew, Paul. It's a group effort.
There were a lot of really incredible runs for you, like you said, a ton of podium finishes during this Eastern Storm. What were some of the highlights for you?
Yeah, I mean, no one wants to run second. I mean, but it's when you're running second to like CV and you're running second to Danner, who's probably one of the best cars in general out here, and if not the best. So he's been up front every night too, and it sucks for Brady. I think he had mechanical issues, and I think he was going to lock it up if he just finished there. So, but we'll take him as we can get him. And like I said, I can't thank Andy and AME Electrical, Stanton Engines, FK Shocks, Spike Chassis, Kaiser Wheels, Willwood Brakes, everybody that helps out in this thing. It's a huge group effort, and I'm glad to be here.
It started with a win back at Tri-State Speedway. Now we have a lot of racing left to do this summer. How much momentum does this give you going forward?
I just can't wait to get back to Hobstadt.
Mitchell Moles, your Eastern Storm titleist for 2024.